Word. Yeah. Gotta keep it real all the way. The only way. Pro-choice with it. Pro-choice. God is real. If you don't agree, you're free to jump in the box, Have to restart the live if you're coming back. God is real. Pro-choice. I don't believe in this fake globe. Period, though. Straight up. If you don't agree with me, you free to jump in this here box. I had to reboot the live, y'all. Wasn't digging that there. Had the fella on the bad algorithm. We gotta jump it back in. You feel me? Jump through the hoops, through the loops, and get on that good algorithm on them, though. Yeah, they thought they was gonna keep us slow. Oh no, we gonna get it up back, though. Yeah, did. Yeah, man. Let's go. Yeah, pro-choice though all the way. You understand? If you don't agree with what I'm saying, you can get on up here. Yeah, you might feel like you might be able to defeat the kid. Who knows? Salute to you too. Believe that though, huh? Yeah. Let's get it in. Come on up here, huh? Let's. I can't talk like that. Can't say too many words here. We can't be too cool. We gotta keep it limited. This is quite a little boring sometimes, y'all. But hey, go sign up to my man. Go subscribe and apply to be assigned to the boy Discord so we can really kick it the real way and we ain't gotta hold back no more. Straight up though. Period, y'all. Straight like that. If you don't follow me, you should follow me because I don't kick it and tell nothing but the real, you dig it? Period. Not playing. Anybody free to come up here and, debate me on what it is I believe in. You are free to oppose me. Yeah. But I don't think you'll win. Believe that there. Period. Doesn't matter who you is. Straight up. Superman versus Goku. What? It is? Come on up here, man. Oh, nobody reported me. I had ended live. I didn't like the algorithm I was on. I had to jump through the hoop, get on a whole new thing though. Period. Fast, immediately. I seen what was going on. I ain't about to keep the kid down. I gotta keep it going. For me, my brothers and sisters, we must learn the truth, y'all. Yeah. Anybody that don't agree with what I'm saying, period. I'm neither one of them religions. You dig? Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Pro-choice all the way. If you don't agree, you don't believe, you're free to come up here and oppose me. Period. You dig? My Father God is all the way real. If you don't agree with that, you can come up here and try to dispute that too. Nada. Literally. I tell you nothing, I mean nothing. At this time of the morning, there's a lot of religion talking fear mongers. Bring it my way. Let's talk about it, man. Pro-choice with it all the way. What's happening with it? Anybody want to come up here, and oppose me, stand against me against this? And what I'm saying, you free to do that there. Pull up. I'm going to talk about it the real way, the only way, though. And make it all the way make sense. Ain't playing none of that gibberish made up nonsense y'all got going on, talking about what the GOV saying. Yeah, we'll see then. Come get this work. Huh? What you running for? Oh, wait. Supposed to be so smart, though. Let's go. Talking about Harvey, what's happening with it?
Yo,
Oh, you back, man. You was on my last live, though.
I want to apologize about before. I'm sorry. It's just I was upset, okay?
Harvey.
I want to have a rational debate.
No, y'all now I remember, you got to go. You was the, yeah, no, no. Anybody else, you know what I'm saying, that want to come up here, pro-choice with it, you did, yeah. If you want this work, you're free to come up here and get it. Straight like that. Huh? Oh, yeah, my Father all the way real. If you don't believe so, you going to find out, though. You want to know, come up here and find out. What's God? What do you mean? Look around. Yeah. Yo, my boy, what? gotta stop, all right? You gotta stop. What's going on, brother? Cosmic conscience. Yeah, all the way. I am God. Is that right? No, you are not. Good morning. Top of the morning to you too. How you doing today, though? Let's get it in. Pro-choice with it. Anybody that you can. Period. You're free to do so. Believe this here. Yeah. The creator of all things, my Father, the most high, the only God. You dig? Yeah. If you don't believe this, it's all up to you. It's your choice. I can't be mad at you. Freedom of choice and will was given to you. Believe this. I'm not Christian. I'm no religion. What do you mean? Religion was actually created in a story upon you. But you are not God. It's more behind all of that. You must look into the wild man and all the things they tried to hide within, the secrets behind what they did. This is why these religions and books and Bibles speak so highly upon the black man. But now behind what they did, you are all, and now, will be nothing but black. That's why all DNA run back and, trace back to black. How is that? But there's three amongst you that are not you. Wait a minute. Can't speak too much, go too far, go too deep. They ever try to ban me? My account is on. I don't know. Is anybody else account actually? Let me ask y'all this. Anybody else on here account saying got this red notification at all times? I just want to know. It's my account say, oh, you okay? I was just wondering. All right, I was wondering. No? You can't prove how I can. Come on up here. You don't think I can prove my Father is real? Then come and get this work. Let's talk about it. I thought it was just me, man. Yep, for making comments. Comes up sometimes. No, mine's always said, and I've been wondering. I'm like, what is this? What's going on? Is it a glitch? You can't prove or disprove your little Titanfall claim. Yeah, go watch my new video. I just put up for y'all though, exactly and literally just for y'all. Yeah. Anybody else willing or would like to come up here? Pro-choice with it, period. I don't care how you feel or what you want to talk about. This is a fake picture. It's fake. I'm flat earth too. Yeah, just to let you know. If you don't know, now you know. Yeah, I'm flat earth. I don't believe in this here. It's a fake pic. Period. Straight like that. Prove me wrong. Let's talk about it. It's wrong. It's all fake. It's made up. Yep, flat earth all the way, man. This picture is fake. I don't believe in gravity. Gravity, fake, all that. Come prove me wrong. Straight up. Gravity don't exist. How can it exist? Gravity only exists inside of a constructed confine which you must extract all the air out of. So where on earth is there a region with no oxygen? We breathe air here. Tell me, where is vacuum chamber Vancouver? Where's vacuum chamber Las Vegas? Where's vacuum chamber New York? Nowhere. So where does gravity exist here? Nowhere. It's made up, a fairy tale. Tried to tell you this. Y'all need to understand. Follow me. I'm telling you that's all the truth. Literally, everything they trying to keep hidden from you. They don't want you to know this. I'm giving it to you though, freely. Not even asking nobody for nothing. Wake up. Nobody here does that. Everybody wants something. It's real. The only truth you're gonna ever hear. Nobody on here that's opposing and in my chat that's saying negative things. Anything that got to do with negative energy can come up on this here live, y'all, and prove me wrong about nothing I'm saying. Promise you that. No one. I don't care what his name is, how big he is on this app. He will be destroyed immediately. Promise you that. no game. I'm not just talking to be talking. Tell them to pull up. Try me. Anybody on this live right now. I'm pro-choice. My Father God is real. Period. I don't care how you feel, how you want to look at it, how you put it. He's real. No one you know or your science can't create no earth or anything. Nothing. Literally. All they do is make claims, but nobody has went behind them to prove them claims. So are them claims even real? I'm just saying, we got to put sense behind this instead of just believing what they're saying. Right? Because anything we say, we got to prove it. I'm just saying, right? Like, for real though, man. Yeah, whatever we talk about or want to be about, we have to get out here and prove it, right? We always got to prove it though. So why haven't anybody proven these claims of light years away things and all these galaxies they claim and all these weird alien species and things? Where do they come from? It's all lies. It's coming from beyond the ice walls. They don't want us to know this or pick up on the real intelligence that they keep hid. You dig? For real. No game. Period. I just did. Gravity doesn't exist. Debunked it right here on my live once again. Easy. Truth can never be defeated. I will always triumph. Always. Truth is the truth. I would like any man name. What man went all the way out there to the sun, came back and proved their claim to be true when they say, and we all know this right now today, that they cannot make it through that so-called Van Allen belt, man. So what? Bruh, what man went and did any of this? Please, y'all, give me his name. I'm waiting. Should I go get my pen and paper? Didn't think so, because he don't exist though. Yeah, none of their claims are being proven. It's all just a claim. But all y'all ran on believing it. Y'all ran with it, told your friends about it, taught your kids even it. And it was all just lies. There's not one person in history that has went out there and proved anything they have claimed in this so-called outer space. None. It's unbelievable. Don't make any sense. No baby dies, sir. No soul dies. So what baby died? If the soul doesn't die, what baby died? I would like to know. Anybody out there? Come up here. Y'all send all this nonsense in my chat and things, trying to get people to look at me like I'm a bad somebody, but no, I ain't. But anyway, I want to know what soul died. Let me know. Come on up here. You want to be talking all this nonsense? Huh? What soul dies? The soul is eternal. The celestial being don't ever die. The celestial being lives forever. So, what baby died? I really want to know though. No? No? Thought so. Exactly. Yeah, you big wrong. So what you talking about? Oh, yo, GOV thinking they my Father God? No, they no one. They just out here proclaiming and trying to be something they will never, ever be. But they can keep trying and aiming, but they will never make it. Promise you that, though. Yeah. Huh? They talking about trying to tell a woman what she can and can't do with her body that my Father God made and created and gave her. Are you crazy? Yeah, you are. Big time. Period. Make it really make sense. Come on, we gonna really get with it though. That's why you didn't want to come up here. You knew what it was going to be. I was going to give you all the way this work and the whole nothing back. Didn't care about nothing you had to say. Yeah, come on up here if you want to really play. What's up with it, though? Yeah. Can't come up here and say it to my face. You ain't no real man. You understand? Yeah. They tell you it's levels to this. It sure is. It don't matter about the size nor how big. Huh? Y'all out there big scared. But you know what the truth really is. Come get it. Ooh, wait. On the live going crazy. Once again, they can't stop me. I'm telling nothing but the truth. Ooh, what they gonna do? Nothing. They know they can't. Got the light. I'm all the way protected, man. Yeah. When you got the light, they can't even look your way. Eyeballs liable to fry out that. All they got skull. Cause us though, us celestials, we go back home. We okay. We have nothing to fear here, y'all. They just don't want you to know that and always live in fear and always want to be up under what they push you under and things like this. Press on you, present to you. No, we don't need none of this. Take back all of that. We okay. Believe this, man. Yeah, Period. What you talking about? Yeah. And all the negativity that want to come our way, I'm going to get you up out of here, man. We don't need no negative energy on this here live. All negative energy, you are denounced. You are free and may leave. You are going to leave because guess what? You ain't wanted here, period. Denounce yourself out this live. Goodbye. Please. It's over with for you. Let you call in. Man, come on, quit playing. If you wanted to call in, you can call in. Come on now, I just sent you the invite. You out here capping big time. Period. You ain't even in the box. Send you the invite there. Come on up with it. Come on up. What you scared of, sir? Thought you was gonna be able to slide that through. I wasn't gonna see it or something. Yeah. Ooh, hello, what's going on though? Oh snap, we taking gas? Yeah, I'm taking gas. I'm being waited for them to pull up. Yeah, flat earthers only exist. What you talking about? You don't live on no globe. Prove your gravity though. Come on up here and prove your gravity then. Yeah, believe on. I'm only believe on. That's all I know. What you mean? You aren't answering nothing. How am I not? You're asking nothing. Everyone has an ego. Yes, I know you do though. Can't argue with faith. So your science religion is faith. God is almost definitely real. God is real. What do you mean? Oh, you said most. Excuse me. I was talking too fast a little bit. Bro, John, what that got to do with anything? It don't have nothing to do with your gravity, sir. I come back down to the earth due to the earth's natural elements. You must understand this. Period. Yeah. I have ants in my eyes. Oh, boy. Science is not a religion. Why it's not? You got to understand this and must know that. Come on now. You would see the sun 24/7. No, you wouldn't. Not at all. Period. The sun is a lot smaller than they proclaimed and told you it is, man. It's not as hot as they say it. Yeah. No, it's not due to no gravity. Gravity doesn't exist. Only can exist inside of a constructed confine with no oxygen inside of it. So where on earth is there a region where people don't breathe air? Please let me know here. I'm just waiting for you, sir. You dig? To answer that there question, which I know you cannot because there's no answer and never will there be. Period. Incorrect, prove that. Would really like for you to. Do you have enough followers to step to the stage? Oh, okay, you very lucky here today. You dig? Oh, is that right? You want to talk like that about my father, but don't have enough followers to step up here in the box. You just want to stay in the chat, but can't really come get it in like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I just proved your gravity isn't real about three, four, 5 times. How many more times you need to hear? Sheesh. The accepting what's happening with it. Let's get it in. Missing all this, throwing all this misconception and things in there. So come on with it, bro. What's happening?
Hey man, how's it going?
It's going great, man. It's going great.
Hey, yeah, I have a few points to state where pro-choice, that's perfectly all right. Anybody can believe whatever they want. God, I believe in a God 100%. But it's the gravity thing and the flat Earth thing that doesn't
Yeah,
really make any sense. Run
yeah. I
that by
mean,
me again.
it's just it doesn't exist. So what's really there to run by you about something that's not here?
Well,
Like,
so the whole idea about the flat Earth theory is why would the government come up with oh the earth is flat, so let's just lie about it. Let's just go ahead and let's lie about it and say that it's round for no reason.
I mean, you can't. I mean, brother, you got to go talk to them about that. That's their creation, and
i'm
that's
just
what
i'm
what
just
they want.
saying,
They want
man,
to
we
be able
have
to do.
we have pictures, we've sent people out into space and all that stuff. We can measure
We have pictures. Oh, they
everything.
never went out to so-called space. They can't get past the Van Allen belt. So what's really going on here, man?
Yeah,
You got to understand, and we got to always keep in mind that that so-called space station is only in the so-called upper atmosphere, not the
yeah,
exo.
yeah, you can see it from with the naked eye.
But it's not in the exosphere.
That's not even a thing. What are you even saying?
Huh? Are you serious?
Here. Where is the space station located?
Do your world believe in lower
Ah,
atmosphere, upper atmosphere, and then the thermosphere, I believe, then the atmosphere. And now supposed to be space range of things. You should know about that. I mean, I really should.
yeah, man. I'm just trying to figure out what do you like. Also, the whole gravity thing. Do you also not believe in math or anything like that?
Yes, of course, sir. But do you know how they try to perform their so-called gravity?
Yeah, yeah, with equations that that are tested with the weight of something versus how much time it takes for that said object to fall to the ground, and also with other varying factors. There's equations that we can look up that when measured and put in and the information put in those equation, it comes out perfectly fine. It all makes sense.
Oh, okay, sound good. This picture is fake. Your gravity is fake. Your gravity only exists inside of a constructed confine, which you must abstract all the air out of, which they call a vacuum chamber. So, where on Earth, sir, is there a vacuum chamber region like vacuum chamber Chicago, vacuum chamber California? You know what I'm talking about? Vacuum chamber New York. You
No,
dig
no,
though?
no. What
Because I'm trying to pull up, put
gravity
me on a
exists.
gravity suit. Trying to pull up, put me on a space suit and get some jumping around in though, because there's no air there.
No, no, yeah, no, no. Gravity only exists for everything that has mass, and every possible thing in the universe that has mass has gravity. Even a pencil, you can measure the gravitational pull of basically yourself. There's an equation that you can put in your own weight and all that stuff, and you'll be able to measure your own gravitational pull that you specifically have. Our Earth has such a intense gravitational pull to it, to where we're not just going to fly off into the endless void. It's because we're always being pulled down to the center of this globe that we're all standing on. So that's why everybody on one side of the Earth and the other
Once
side of
again,
Earth
my
all
friend,
kind of feels
your
the same
gravity
thing.
has no force. Everything that's happening here is due to the electromagnetic field. Do you understand this? The electromagnetic field resides and has been created by and due to the magma within the earth, which give volcanoes their eruptions. Do you understand this? Those And there's elements basically within this magma. Those elements, sir, are moving around, rubbing up against one another, giving off friction, static electricity. You understand me? This static electricity and them elements down there become magnetized. Now, due to the electricity, they become electromagnetism. And that electromagnetism affects your body and everything else around here on Earth. How and what way? The Earth has a negative ground, your body has a positive. This is how you stay grounded and where they came up with the word and term grounded.
All right. Sorry. It's kind of hard to follow because this is new science that I've just been introduced to.
You actually
So
learned this in elementary school.
so yeah, we all know about the uh, about
The
the
electromagnetic field which
poles
stretches
and the
beneath
magnetic
the
field that
Earth.
protects us from the sun.
No, it stretches beneath the Earth's surface like tree roots. Don't go in the air. For what? There's a dome up there. The sun is small and local. It's not as hot as they taught you. It's all made up to keep you blind to the truth.
I read somewhere that there is like a what happens when you go past this like giant wall, that they say is at the edge of the disc that we all live
There's
on.
more land, sir. You know, they actually mapped it out. They found a continent beyond the ice wall bigger than the size of America, which Admiral Byrd flew through the exit point of the ice wall and seen with his own two eyes.
Do we have video of it?
No.
All right. Then, but like so like just to be clear, you're more willing
Oh,
to
you think
believe
it's
that
funny, huh?
rather than a
Hey,
like
Andre,
a
I got
real
a joke
picture
for you.
taken with an
I got a
iPhone.
joke for you. I got a joke for you. Give me the man name that went out there into space, and proved all these science claims for their space claims about the sun, these planets, and everything else
Buzz
that's going out
Aldrin.
there. He never made it out there. So what are you talking about? He never made it past the Van Allen belt. They never made it past the Allen belt, sir.
The Allen belt.
You don't know about that either. I see. Okay,
The Eddie
but
Van
anyway,
Halen and the
the Van Allen belt, sir.
the
Did
the
you
Van
not learn
Halen
about that
belt,
in
the
school?
guitar player.
Hey, you didn't pass science.
I took physics.
You didn't pass
I know
science.
all about science.
You up your jaws. But anyway, though, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know enough to be up here on this live right now, sir. Look, I'm gonna bring somebody up here just to help you out.
All right.
Get in. Yeah, let's see. Anybody else out there that may want to join, get up here about this here topic here? He getting destroyed.
Hi, how's it going?
Chris, what's going on with it? How you doing, man?
It's going good. Just listening to what y'all are talking about. So what's the
Okay.
like premise here? Where did this start? I'm kind of
Oh,
trying to
I'm
follow.
pro-choice. My Father God is real all the way. Believe that, man.
Oh,
If it don't exist,
absolutely. I am
talk about
totally pro-choice for sure.
it. Okay, okay. Are you pro-choice?
Absolutely.
You breaking up, Chris. You breaking up. I'm gonna need you to mute up and unmute.
Sorry about that. I think that was my headphone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Mm, doing all that on purpose, huh, my boy? Out of pocket with it. Y'all don't believe in this fake pic behind me. Straight like that. You dig? Instead, if you're new to this here live, I'm pro-choice all the way. My Father God is real, man. If you disagree, come on up here. We can talk about it. Back to you, Joe. What's up, though?
My whole thing is why do you believe that picture's fake?
I know it's fake, sir. What you mean?
Why?
This is a dome in the sky. They never made it out. What you mean? Oh, come on, man.
Uh,
We've seen
like
space.
have you
SpaceX.
seen the dome? Have you
Yeah, I
been
seen
in an
SpaceX
airplane
nine
before?
crash to the dome, and I seen the waters behind the dome react to the crash and the impact and the pressure from that rocket grinding and rubbing up against the dome up in the sky. Though I don't know if you missed it or just decided to disbelieve what your eyes were seeing. But that's on. You, sir, that's your choice. Believe that
How
there.
how tall does the dome go?
Don't know exactly, don't get $68 million a day just to lead the mass and the people astray.
Have you
Like
been
NASA
in a
man.
have you been in a uh airplane before, or have you seen the
Uh,
horizon like bending?
nah, but how about you go out there to space and prove they science claims? You
I don't need
believe
to go
in
out
it,
into
you like it
space.
so much, but you like it so much and you believe in it. How about you
Uh,
ask them if you can go out there and prove their claims?
oh, I'd love to go out into space.
So go ask them so you can prove
Absolutely.
it and come back and tell the people it's really there.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's like a shit ton of videos already current. Like
We
there's a
don't
live
care about
stream
no
going
video.
on
We
right
want proof.
now that you can
I
go
want proof
watch.
like you asking for me. I want proof
Yeah,
like
but
you
I want
asking for
proof of that secret
me
continent
too.
past the ice
They
wall,
got it.
but we don't have
They
video
got
of
it.
that.
That's on the internet, literally, like mapped out and everything. But I want proof of the people, and I want since you believe in this science, you understand to go out there and prove it for them. Then, and you can come back and tell us what's happening.
Well, you see the contradiction there,
Whoa,
because
whoa, whoa.
like you say, oh yeah, this ice wall, everything past the ice wall is like mapped out and all that stuff, but
Yeah, I'm
like
telling
we
you,
don't have
so
any
gravity doesn't
pictures or
exist.
video
So
or
most
proof.
We do actually, Admiral Byrd. You know what I'm saying? But all y'all proof that y'all talk about that they seen from space was done with lasers, man. We gotta understand this. If you're using lasers, what did that mean? Nothing. You're actually shooting a laser at the dang dome, trying to break through though. But yeah, we're gonna tell that on another time in storyline. But this here is about your fake made up space, and that there don't exist. Yeah, you get this here, man. You're getting this work today. Yeah,
Do
period, my
you
boy. The space is
another?
fake. Who been out there to prove it? Give me his name.
Okay, all right,
Like,
listen.
what's his name?
All right, listen.
Using lasers, talking about this is what they seen, this is what they do. Man, stop playing. Y'all made up a real life fake image. We're literally on a highly expensive computer, y'all. They
But
get
why would
$68 million
we?
a day. You know how much it costs to make a movie just over there in Hollywood, man? Think about it.
Listen, man. Listen. Do you believe in evolution at all?
No, your evolution is fake. Where did the Big Bang get its energy from?
All right. So like my whole thing is like I believe in a
No
God, right?
answer?
I
Or
believe in
no
a
answer?
God. But
Oh, okay. I was just
like
wondering.
why would Christianity, Catholicism, Islam, why would any why would you want to nerf or say that your God can't do make gravity, make an
I
endless
don't know what you're
universe, make
talking about, my
like a
brother. I don't know
beautiful
what
world
you're
that we all
getting
live
at.
on, and also
Oh, you
not
see, oh,
give the
he did.
people that
He
live on it
did, but
a
not
chance
that
to
way.
survive and adapt?
Joey, he did, but not that way. You know
uh,
what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know. Yeah. Jerry Street, what it be? Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man. What's going on? What it up?
I'm sorry, I've got some noise here. Did you say you could hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. I can hear you.
Okay, I've never done this before, this gone live, but I wanted to give you support, man. You really put yourself out there, and the normies are brutal, and
It's all good. I
you're doing a great
appreciate you,
job.
man.
no.
They can't stop us. Don't believe
They
me.
can laugh. They can laugh all they want to, but all they can do is
Just
is
They
made
got
is
it.
it in a
is, is
row.
claim grab. They
All
can
they
just
can do is
claim
laugh
gravity.
because he has
That's all they
nothing
got.
to
That's
argue.
all they got is a claim.
Okay, cool.
This magical force called
That's all you
gravity.
can do.
It's a joke.
All
How
he
does
can
the how does
do.
the Earth spin at 1,000 miles an hour and not
Oh, but
sling the
look,
water
fellas.
off? Oh, it's
Sling
gravity.
water off? What?
Because
But
it's
look,
gravity,
Chris
yeah.
and Jerry, I'm looking for
It's
fellas to come up
gravity.
here That little
Yeah,
belly
yeah,
little
you're
That's the
right.
dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I'm gonna let y'all do it. He gonna try to use all his little science on y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah. What's up with it, Joe? What's happening, bruh?
Man, I
It's back
respect
to just me and you
your
though.
point of view, man, but
You ain't
like
got no choice but
there's
to
a
respect
big
it or
beautiful
check it.
world out there that's so
Check it or
massive
respect it,
that
Joe.
you're
What you
just
gonna do,
missing
Joe?
out, man.
Man, you gonna check it or respect it though.
Like
Oh
you have you
shoot.
seen those pictures from the new telescope that they just launched into space recently?
Yeah, I seen them computer animations, the composites.
Bro, I
Hey,
am
did
a
you?
whiz at Photoshop and I don't know how to make that look fake. Like
I told you. You feel me? You don't get that 68 million a day though. You ain't got that computer they got over there that costs 55 million. You know? Yeah. You heard of quantum?
yeah, they can't just press a button and like, yep,
You heard of
I
the
just made
quantum
something
computer?
that's fake.
You heard of the quantum computer? Do you have one?
Uh, I know
Nah, you
about
ain't.
the
Yeah,
like NASA
boy.
computers that they use over there. I know about the
Yeah, that
like
quantum
really
computer.
expensive.
Right. Quantum computer. Quantum
What makes
computer.
it quantum?
Hear me? You, boy, we're playing. Hey, y'all, quantum computer. Yeah, this how they make these pictures and images and got y'all out here believing this shit's over here and over there. No, it's not. It's literally from and inside the quantum computer. What? Yeah, this computer
Well,
went and made a
man,
very sophisticated composite, a CGI, real life, real design, highly edited image, and pressed it on y'all, the masses, and told y'all this is space. Well, well. Oh, go ahead, Joe. What you had to say?
I lost my train of thought.
I bet you did, boy. Yeah, get this work.
No, it didn't. It really didn't. But like, it's
Oh,
like
shoot.
if it makes you happy, that's all that matters. You're not hurting nobody.
Man, you know, the truth is the truth. You understand? The deed cannot be defeated. Yeah. All right, Joe. It was nice talking with you today. Here, man. I'm gonna let somebody else up here. Somebody else. I'm gonna get his here
All
word
right,
to.
man.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna be the only one here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel too bad, my boy. Grouper, you're next. Yeah. Huh?
Hi, how are you?
I'm great.
Okay, so I just want to clear up a point on quantum computers because I see you mentioned it as a like
Uh-huh.
images being created,
Yeah.
but that's not really how quantum computers work. So just like going forward, I would advise you to like
Sir.
maybe just take this into account.
Sir.
So
Sir. I don't listen. Do you believe in this fake picture behind me?
okay, I'm not talking about the fake picture. I'm talking about your point on quantum computers. Like, don't straw man my argument. So
Well, I want to listen.
computers work in
That's
binary
it's
code.
irrelevant.
So
I'm playing. Grouper, it's irrelevant.
no,
I want to
it's
know, do you believe in
completely relevant.
my Father God? No, you're not. You understand it. You're not understanding, sir. For one, pick a title. I don't believe in this picture behind me. How do you feel about any of this?
Okay, no, we're talking about
Appreciate the
your
gift.
point on quantum computers because you mentioned quantum computers. I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to be argumentative or anything.
No,
As you
brother, it's
mentioned quantum
okay. That's the
computers, quantum
point.
computers, quantum computers. But so I'm just going to tell
Yes,
you
that's
how
the
quantum
point.
computer works. So why it's different
Type
from a
it
normal
in
computer.
and learn everything there is to know about it, sir. I don't like. You understand it? I'm trying to listen. You boring my live, basically, is what I'm trying to get to. You understand, Dig? I'm trying to keep my live up, pumping, and thriving, straight like that, because my people need to hear the truth. Do you get this?
Okay, and understand, but
Hey, I'm nice talking to
you
you,
can't
brother.
just.
Yeah, ain't boring my live. Think I don't know how. These people think I don't know how they working things. Yeah, hey, come on, man, come on. I know what it is. This picture is big fake. Marvin, what's happening, man?
You are.
Come again?
I said you are. I'm curious.
No.
Why do you believe in God?
Why? Can your science create an earth? Once
Oh, I
again, you
believe
got
in God. I'm just wondering why you believe in God, because if that picture behind you isn't
Uh-huh.
real, I don't know if the picture's real, but what I do know is real is what the Bible says about the earth. It calls it a circle. So I'm
It
wondering why
calls
you
it
believe in
actually
God if you don't
a
believe what the
flat
Bible says about
plane.
the earth.
You know, the Bible actually says a flat plane. So what are you talking about?
No, it
Hey,
doesn't
which
say
one of these
see,
pictures real?
see, it doesn't. Where does
Which
it
one of
say
these is
a
real?
flat plane? What's the verse?
Hey, sir,
Where
you
does
see
it
these?
say a
Hey,
flat
wait.
plane?
Hey, calm down for a second. You see these clouds, though? You
I
know,
don't care
this right
about the
here.
picture. I don't care about
Wait,
the picture
check it out
because I
one
didn't
time. Check
take
it out
it.
one time. Wait, check it out
No,
one
I
time.
don't care about the
You
picture
see,
because I didn't take it. I can't
I
validate the
don't even
picture.
care about that religion, though, because I'm not Christian.
But see, it's not religion. I'm asking you about your belief in the Bible.
Oh,
You
okay.
keep
Say
saying you
less.
believe in
Say less. I
God.
got you. Let's get to it. I'm gonna go on and run you over real quick since you want to come in
You
like
keep
this.
saying you believe
Check
in
game.
God, but where in the
I
Bible
do.
does it say it's a flat plane? Show me that verse.
The Bible was never even meant for you, and it's not even telling the truth.
No,
But
no,
for
no, no.
two,
The Bible's an
it's not.
ancient book. It's the oldest ancient book, one of the oldest ancient books out there. So the oldest ancient book says flat plane where?
That's the oldest ancient book.
I said one of the oldest ancient books. Where does it say
One of the
flat
oldest.
plane? I can tell you
Because
in
there's a
Isaiah
book that.
40:22 it
Hey, my
says
boy,
circle.
slow down. Yeah,
I'm
circular
just
flat
asking you
plane.
a
But anyway,
question. You keep
circular,
deviating from it. It's like you're
circular
scared to
flat
give me an
plane.
answer. Where?
You ain't letting me.
Chapter
You
verse.
keep talking.
Chapter verse.
Sir, do you not hear yourself?
I hear me,
Stop talking for a
but I
second.
don't hear you.
Cause you're
Go ahead.
talking,
Let me hear. Okay, I'm sorry. You know you're right. Go ahead.
boy.
You're gonna tell me
You
the
don't make
chapter and
sense.
verse. I'm listening.
Check game, man. Yeah, it's a circular flat plane. But anyway, you know, that book there was not even for you or meant for you.
Let
Do
me
you
let
know
me
that?
why do you say
Do you
that
know
though?
that though? What you mean?
Here's
Why?
what I do know. How many
You ain't
people
put
in the
together
world
the
you
true
think have
puzzle.
access
But
to the
check game
Bible?
this too. Hold on, sir. Check game to this too. Do you know Tartaria predates that book?
It predates the combination of the Bible book, but it doesn't
It
predate the
predates the
message of
book.
Genesis.
So,
It
sir,
doesn't predate Genesis. It
sir,
doesn't
stop
predate what
talking so
Moses
much,
wrote.
bruh.
Because you
Good
keep saying
Lord.
stuff that makes no sense. You just asked me
Oh,
about a book that
I
predates the Bible. The Bible is
Okay, you telling me
66
it don't make
books.
no sense? All right, let's really get
The
to it
Bible
then.
is
I ain't about to be nice to
66
you no more,
books.
bro. Straight up.
The Bible is
That
66
whole
books.
so-called Bible you out here following and proclaiming to be true and real and all this and
See,
that,
you
it's
keep
all made up and
deviating.
fake.
Won't you
I ain't
stick to one
deviating
point? You
nothing.
keep deviating.
Tartaria, Tartaria
Tartaria
predates that
came
whole book, and you
after.
don't even know where they
All right,
stole
what
that
year was
information that
Tartaria
they made
written?
up from.
What
Do
year
you?
was Tartaria written? Tell me that.
You sure you ready for that?
I'm totally ready, but I don't think you know
The
the
year
year.
896.
And that was so far behind the book of Genesis. That's my point. The Bible is 66 books.
Hey, genius.
Okay, I'm going to be a genius, but let me ask you
Sir.
this question. See
No,
if you
hold
can
on.
answer
Nope.
this
No, you ain't
question.
asking
See if
nothing.
you
You
can
on my
answer this
live.
question.
You ain't asking
I
nothing
know
on
I'm
my
on your
live. You
live,
just said,
but you
calm
can't answer the
down.
question.
Hey, calm down. For
All right, I'm going to
real.
calm
Calm
down.
down,
I'm going
bro.
to calm
I
down
don't even care about your
because you
book
can't
like that.
handle it. I
That
know you
book
can't
is
handle it, so I'm
nothing
going to calm
like
down
that.
for you.
It's nothing to handle. You ain't doing nothing. You just talking a lot. Anyway, sir,
But you're not making no
you just
sense.
stop talking, bruh. Stop talking.
All right, go
You
ahead.
just said Tartaria. What? This, that. My boy, Tartaria is from the year 896. Hello, do you not understand this? Oh, I forgot you don't know everything behind Tartaria, do you? No, you don't.
How many
Tartaria
people have a
predates.
copy of
Stop talking.
Tartaria?
Stop talking.
How many people have a copy of
Stop
Tartaria?
talking, sir.
How many people have
Tartaria.
a copy?
Stop
If
talking.
Tartaria is so
Stop
important, how many people have a
talking before
copy
you
of
get
it?
off my live, bro.
You can cut me
Stop
off
talking
because you can't answer the question. How
so
many
you can
people have a
learn
copy of
something here today because
Tartaria?
you don't know nothing about
More
Tartaria.
people, more people have
You don't
access
know
to the
nothing.
Bible than your
Sir,
Tartaria.
stop
That's
talking.
because God made
Period.
sure that more people had
All
access
right,
to the
since you think you
Bible.
know so much, who ran the kingdom of Tartaria? You want to keep
It
talking?
doesn't matter. You know
Who
why
ran the
it
kingdom?
doesn't matter? I'm going to tell you
Okay,
why
you
it
don't know
doesn't matter.
nothing.
Here's why
There
I
it is.
can't answer that
Boom, you're
question.
lying. You a
Here's why I
fraud.
can't answer
You
the
on this live
question.
just to be talking about
Here's why
that
I can't
fake
answer the
book, the
question.
Bible.
Here's why I can't
anyway,
answer the
because you don't
question.
know nothing about it.
Let
Stop
me tell you
talking.
why I can't
You
answer
don't
the
know nothing,
question.
but you keep
You
talking.
scared of my
That's what
answer.
people that don't know a
You're
lot
scared
do.
of my
They
answer.
just
You're
continue
scared
to
of my truth.
talk,
I don't know
try to
the answer
feel
to
like
that question
telling the
because it's
truth
not
and they're right.
inspired of God to let me know the answer. The
Sir,
Tartarian Chronicle, the book,
it's not inspired
doesn't
by Father.
exist
Sir, the
around the world.
information is right here in front of you. You are
Then
choosing
why is the
not to learn
Bible more
and take the
popular? Why is the Bible more popular? Tell me that. Why is the
because
Bible more popular than Tartarian? Because God
you want to get into
promoted
your
it.
Bible? Let's get it.
Why is the
Oh, he
Bible more
did?
popular?
God promoted it? He did?
Yes.
How did
Then
Christianity start?
why does 100% of the world have
Hey,
access to the
bruh,
Bible
how did
and less than
Christianity
1% has
start?
access to the Tartarian?
Sir, how was Christianity pushed on the masses?
See, here's what you don't understand about God and the
Answer
Bible.
the question.
It's God. It wasn't
Sir,
pushed.
answer the question.
It wasn't pushed. It's been
It
accepted. It
wasn't.
wasn't pushed. There's a difference between accepted and pushed. Guess what?
Hey,
Nearly
bruh.
100% of the
Now
world has
you on this
access to the
live. Now
Bible.
you
How
on my
many people
live
have
just
access to
lying
the
because you're trying
Tartarian?
to cover up for that
I'm not
book.
covering up nothing.
But
You just
the
scared to answer the
Christians
question.
push
You're
that book
scared to
to
answer the
murder.
question. Why does
Sir, they
100%
push
of the world
Christianity
have access to
to
the Bible?
murder.
Why does
Bro,
100% of the world have
I'm
access to the
telling you
Bible?
right here.
When you can
Because
answer
they
that
pushed
question,
it
you'll
to
show
murder,
intelligence.
forced Christianity upon the
Of
people,
course
the
they did.
masses,
And the
literally.
Bible even talks
They
about
went to
that. Of
people's
course they
homes. Of
did.
course they did.
Of course
I
they
know they
did.
do. And you
Because
think
people
that's
have, many
the way of
religions have
God?
used the Bible as a book of power and to discriminate and to
Okay, now let's
separate
really
people.
get to
And
something
that's what the Bible
important.
calls false religion. That's why
Sir,
Jesus had to come and set the
Revelations
matter straight.
22:16. Sir, Revelations 22:16.
Read it.
Why you quiet now? You know the book
Read it.
so
I want you
well.
to read it. Read it.
Jesus says, I am Lucifer.
Jesus said he's
Oh, you
Lucifer.
quiet all of a sudden. Mr. Talk
Jesus
a
said
lot.
he's Lucifer. So you don't
You
believe the
oh,
Bible
you
then?
so quiet. Now you
I'm not
quiet,
quiet.
sir.
I'm sorry. I don't remember stop talking. I remember you just wanting me to like concede to your thoughts, which are just ridiculous. You keep
Bro,
changing the subject. I thought we were talking
you
about the
keep
picture behind you.
talking. Sir, I've been trying to talk all this time. You just keep
But you're not
talking, bro.
saying nothing. You
You're
don't
not
have any
letting
support
me.
for your thoughts. I'm
Sir,
not
you're not
letting you. This
letting me.
your life. This
You
your
keep
life. You're
talking.
supposed to be the man
I
in
know, but I don't
charge.
want to be rude. Okay, I'll show
But
you.
you are.
Man, I'm in charge. I'll get down. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to get you right, try to help you with something, but you the one keep jumping left with it. I don't get it. Come on now. You gotta make it make sense. It don't make sense. Y'all all big L's. Period.
No, bro. All right. This is my
What's
piece.
going on?
This is my piece. The world is round, but it's not the way you lot think. It's not the way. It's not a globe. It's round, but it's not a globe. It's like a
I'm gonna let
basin.
more people up.
It's like a
I
flat
just don't let
basin, bro.
y'all
Listen
up.
to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me, bro.
I'm
I do
gonna
deep
let
sea
y'all
diving.
all
I
up,
do
man.
deep sea diving. Hold on, brother. I do deep sea diving, yeah. And when I'm diving in the sea, all I can see is like I'm going down a mountain, bro. It's like I'm going down and down and down, and it's like a slant mountain down deep sea diving. And I'm thinking to myself, wait, this is like a fucking basin I'm in. It's like I'm going down forever. I wonder if it's full, it's like a mountain and then the water full all the way up to the top. And I'm the top of the mountain here. It is like a it's like a basin, bro.
Sir,
And we're
listen,
on top of
it's
this
fun. It's
basin,
bro.
bro. And
Hey,
the land is on top of this basin and we
friend.
can walk across,
Hey,
bro. It's
bro. Do you
flat.
have any other proof than that?
It's flat. It's round.
Do you have any other proof than that? Okay.
Bro, yes.
Got it. Good Lord. Tired of trolls. Come up here with some solid. You feel me? Something, man. That'll be something substantial or something else. Truth, what's happening?
Okay.
What's up, dude?
What's
Can you
going
guys
on with
hear
it,
me?
man?
What up,
Yeah,
man?
I can hear you. What's
Yeah,
happening?
we're
Well,
hearing.
How long you been
I
studying
heard all the
space?
arguments. I don't know why are you guys talking about flat Earth or spherical Earth?
Oh, because y'all gravity don't exist. This picture behind me fake. You know what I'm talking about?
So what do you believe? Do you believe it's flat or what?
It's flat all the way, man.
Okay,
This dude
Can't
is
be.
stupid, bro.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't really
Prove
go into
y'all
that
Dog,
because
gravity.
stupid, dog.
Listen.
I'm
Hey,
from a
listen.
Muslim
Y'all all
background.
believe in this picture behind me. You feel me? prove y'all gravity. All four of y'all together. Combine y'all
I can't
How
prove that,
long have you been
I can't prove that,
studying?
calcified.
but I can
Combine
look at
y'all
his books.
Okay.
calcified minds. All right, yeah. Combine the calcification. See what you can do.
How long you been
Okay,
studying
here, let me
space?
go first.
Yeah, you go first.
So the Earth cannot be flat. Reason being, I can travel east. I'm from Jamaica. If I travel east, I can still reach Japan. If I travel west, I can still reach Japan. That's not flat. If it's flat, then it
Yeah,
have
yeah.
edges. That
Hey,
means you
bro,
can fall off the
bro.
Earth.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
flat.
let the
Who's
Bro,
host
he
next?
probably believe in
answer
at
that.
worlds. He probably believe in Davy Jones' Locker, like in Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
Come on, dude.
At world's end, show me where the
What?
end of the Earth is.
No. Let the
Who,
host just reply to
who
the
just said
first
that?
question.
Who just said?
I
Who mentioned?
did.
Who mentioned pies? Who say your name? Don't say I did. Say your name.
Well, I gotta say my name.
You know what? Boy, say your name.
Who you calling boy?
Say your name.
Come
Oh,
on,
mate.
guys. Why you guys?
Jeez.
Let's talk.
Come
Let's
on, man.
stop this shit. Let's just
It
talk.
don't matter what
Host,
my name. How
can you
long you been
answer the
studying
first question?
space?
How can you get to
That
the
must be
Japan
Fernando.
both
That's
from
you,
the east
Fernando,
and
huh?
the west?
Fernando, that's
I've
you.
been
No, that's
studying
not me.
space my
That's the
entire
top
life.
guy.
Yeah, I
Top off.
said
Fernando.
the Earth cannot be flat because that
Oh,
means the Earth will have
it's Jace
edges.
at the bottom. That's Jace. Jace, what you doing, bro? What you
When
doing? What's up with it?
Yeah,
What's on your
yeah,
chest?
no sweat, bro. I just wanted to
Huh?
jump on with that last speaker because he said, how was Christianity pushed? I teach a subject called cognitive upbringing.
It's a
So
step of it,
cognitive
huh?
upbringing
Yeah.
means wherever you're born,
Okay, wait. Is
whatever the
that you again,
controlling
Truth?
religion.
Truth, that's you again? Is that you
No,
speaking, Truth?
I ain't talking. It's the bottom Uncle
I
Jace
just,
talking.
yeah, I was talking, but I'm talking about cognitive
Leave the damn
upbringing.
Bible out of it.
So
Oh, that's
wherever
you
you're
up
born,
there. Yo, you up there, the one of those. Okay, so what you hang on, y'all? You want to be rude and disrespectful. I'm trying to figure out which voice is who. You dig? Hey, Jay, hang on, y'all. Let me get him this work real quick. So what you I'm trying to proclaim and trying to say up there, bro?
I'm just trying to ask you how long you've been studying space.
Obviously long enough, because I know it don't exist, right?
But we live in space.
Yeah, you do. You live on the space of this flat terrain.
Can I just speak? I
yeah,
would
go
like
ahead.
host. I would like
You
you
Space
to
is
said
the
long
answer.
stand of
enough.
something. Do
Give
you
me
understand
a
that?
estimation
Space
of
is
how
like
many
how much
years
space do you
start.
have in your backyard? How much space you got in your living room? How much space you got in your kitchen? It's the
What's
Host.
that?
span of
That's very
something.
little space compared to the vastness of the universe.
Listen, brother, if you
Come
don't
on.
understand that and pick
This.
up on that metaphor right there, though, I don't think I can help you.
Let's
Seriously, I
get
don't think
some
I can
real
help you.
questions, guys. Come on.
I don't need your help, dog.
Oh, okay, well, you can't disprove me. So what you doing?
I'm asking you, how many years have you been studying
Don't
space?
ask me nothing. Come
Whose
up
dick
here
is
and
bigger?
prove
Come on, guys.
anything I
Are
believe
you
in to be
you
wrong.
ain't
That's what you're
children? Come
supposed to
on.
do.
I'm asking you a simple question.
Once
Very
again, sir,
simple.
don't ask me nothing. You did? Yeah, man. Say, man, don't ask me a dang thing.
Doing this,
Nathan.
what, you see dirt in
You
your
know,
eye?
disprove what I claim. If you can't do that, what are you on here for?
And you're talking about an image.
Okay, I I did it. The Earth cannot be flat because I can travel either direction and end up at the same location that I started.
Host,
That
answer
is
that.
not flat.
Please answer that.
Hey,
How
Jay,
can
I'm
you
gonna let
get
you
to the
down,
same
bro.
place from east and the west?
Like, is anything that you're saying actually based in science?
All based on science. Make it make sense. Oh my
Then
gosh.
please answer the question then, Toast. Come on.
Oh,
I
what you
asked a
want?
question like Fernando said, I can start at Jamaica, travel east or west, north or south, and if I continue to head in that direction, I will end up right back where I started. That
Host, take
cannot
it
be
away.
flat.
Answer that question, please.
Go prove it.
Come on, man. Why are you doing a live
People
if
Go
has
you can't
prove it.
proven it.
even
You
No,
ain't
explain
I
I've
how
been
proved
you
it
to
get
before.
to the
I
because I
same
already
travel.
know what's
place?
gonna happen. You're not gonna be allowed to even try that. They're gonna stop you and say you're
Fine. Have a
invading
nice day,
foreign
bro. That's a waste of everybody's
airlines,
time.
airspace. What you talking about?
Damn.
Yeah, don't run now. Somebody have a nice day. Yeah, you
Run.
know you been
You ain't
debunked.
you ain't answering a
You been
basic question. How do
debunked.
you get to the same place
You
when you
can't.
travel east? You can't?
You can.
Have you ever watched a
What
You
do you
video of
mean
talking
you
somebody
about
can't?
flying? You
skydiving?
talking about you supposedly flying around the globe? Is that what you proclaiming? Or you
Dude, go.
proclaiming you
I live
Brother,
in the
getting on the
northern
airplane
hemisphere.
and
I'm
they
not
make you go in
proclaiming
that
anything.
triangle loop? Or is
Listen,
that's what you proclaiming? You talking about that air flight
when
that you
you
get
get
on
to
where
the
you go
axis, when you
up
get
and they bring you back down and they told you just went around?
Do you know the importance of the number 23?
That's what you talking about, sir? That air flight? How about
I'm
you go
asking
look
you
up that
No,
air
I'm
flight
not,
and pay
a
brother.
attention to
simple
the route it
question.
takes?
what is
Did you do
Have
that?
you ever been on a cruise ship?
Hey, no, we ain't going to no cruise ship now. We gonna stay on your air flight that you
Oh,
want to proclaim and stand behind.
Do
Have you
you
ever
know
paid
the
attention
okay,
to the
cool.
route
significance
it
of the
takes?
number
Why it
23?
make unnecessary turns in this open space? Have you paid attention to that?
Because it has direction. Like the countries are not in line, so the plane has to turn, my friend, to land on the
Nah,
airspace.
brother. They do that so that because they try to make you think and believe you're living on a ball, a globe. Because if you went actually straight and got to that destination very short in a whole nother time frame, it will prove the earth is flat. So they must do that. It's common
Brother,
sense.
how would a global society keep that a secret?
How
How?
can they not?
it
It's
cannot
very
be
easy
kept a
for
secret.
when it's
There are
people. Oh, it's
multiple
very easy when it's
entrepreneurs,
people like
private.
you out here
Listen.
defending it. That's
Let's
how.
let
You
me
got
ask a
people
question.
like you out here defending
Have
it.
you ever taken a
No,
I
no,
time
get
don't
it.
speak
lapse
down
of
to
the
Your
way the
people who have
brain.
stars move?
alternate opinions.
Or
You
You
have
ain't
to be
letting me
better than
answer.
that.
Stop talking and let me respond. Straight up.
Okay, respond.
They have people like you right here on this plane of terrain, which they proclaim to be a planet, man.
Hmm?
Yeah. Yeah, y'all out here defending it. That's
why
how.
does the
No,
moon go
I'm
through
not defending
Yeah.
phases?
anything. I
You,
don't see how they could put a blanket that big, different country, different investors. You have private people going into
they're
space
all in
now.
on it.
How would
They're
you
all in on the
suppress
plan.
them? They have billions of dollars. How would you suppress these guys
I actually have a
and get them
mental
into your
illness,
agenda?
and you sound way crazier than me,
They're
dog.
all in on the
Dude, I've
plan.
been on this. I've been on this,
But
and
where
I
are the
came to the
stars though?
conclusion.
Because they say the sun light and this and that, but the stars have
Can
their
you
own
even
light as
explain
their own
how the sun
luminaries.
was created?
Hey, excuse me. The stars are their own luminaries. Where the hell is the light? They give off their own light.
Of course they do, because they're stars.
No, the
That's what
light.
stars
Right,
do.
right.
No,
So
no, no,
like
no,
we should
no,
see
no,
at
no.
least one flicker, at least over here in the distance, anywhere. Like nothing. All right.
The moon, the
But
stars get their light from the sun. The Bible calls the sun the greater light and called the moon the lesser light before the first
you
man
know,
even went out in
oh, you
space.
wanna
So we
let
can
me
even
teach
go
you.
biblical with this.
Now,
Okay.
let's
So
keep
my
this.
friend, like,
Why does the moon go through phases of when it's, there's shadow
Uh-huh.
on it?
Yeah.
Because it
There's two
obviously
suns here,
is
actually. This is what you don't know and why you
something
so
that is
confused and believing in
round.
so-called space. There's two suns
Venus
here.
does it
Black sun?
too.
One sun is stronger and has more light. The other sun is the lesser light. The moon gives off its own light. Come to the school to learn the real truth. This is hood science. Kick it the
Is
real
that the
way.
black
Yeah,
sun?
man. Ah, yeah. Defeat that. What you got now? What you gonna say? Huh?
And nothing you said made any
how
sense.
don't we see
I just kept
Yeah.
the
walking
moon in the
out.
daytime?
Back against it. Period.
But
Two
If
okay,
the
suns.
moon gives off
let's
Knew
its
say
that
the
own
earth
light,
so
is
that means
flat
we're
science
or
still
pointed
it's
that
able to
round.
see the moon.
out. If it was two, y'all, they actually told y'all and taught y'all there are two suns here. They told you the sun has a twin. Its name is Nemesis. And you just ignored it.
Nobody never taught me that.
Oh, okay. Well, go study it in science. It's right there. Go learn something new. You learn something new every day.
So what, we
Yeah,
living on
but
Tatooine now?
But listen, is this all
So
going
we
into
suddenly in the
Anunnaki
Star Wars
and
universe where we got twin
Nibiru?
suns?
What's
Me,
happening?
Obi-Wan and Luke Skywalker looking at them
I got the
twin
video on my
suns.
page too, y'all. The two suns. You dig? Yeah, the first sun come around the lesser light, and you can still see the stars behind the lesser light, and you see the sun that we see on a
But
day-to-day basis
how
come through.
many?
Ask
How
me.
Everything
All right.
up,
Answer me this:
real though.
why does the North Star never seem to move? But when
You
you
want to
take
be
a time
laughing?
lapse of the stars,
Laugh.
everything else rotates as the Earth rotates, because things that rotate, like the Earth, like planets, are
They
round.
say it again. Say it one more
That's
time.
why the sun rises and it falls. It's not the
Say
sun
it.
doing that. It's because
Say
the
it one
Earth
more.
spins. Because
I
it's
don't. I
What
didn't
about
catch
what
what you
it's
about
said
a
at the
heavy
private
beginning.
people
object.
taking pictures from their expensive
Look, I don't know what
telescopes?
you were saying in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't even making much sense up there, Jay. I'm gonna rotate you in a minute. You hear me?
You ain't
Because
saying
everything
nothing,
in the
bro.
sky. What you talking about? The sky? Is that what you talking about?
Come
How
on,
they
man.
moving and things? Is that what you getting at?
Bro, like, where are you getting your information?
Oh, I'm the
The
truth,
internet?
man.
Here is
I'm just the truth.
Listen.
It's
How
just
and
the
would
truth,
you said
right?
how is it that people who own expensive private telescopes, they take pictures or
Yeah.
videos of planets and celestial bodies? Why are they all round? Is it all
Have you ever
lies? Are
looked
they
through
in
a
Are
on
they
the lie
looking
telescope?
also?
round? Are they really round, sir, or do they look like you're just looking at luminaries behind water?
Here we go. Let's go. Let's get some sarcasm
Looking.
going.
Sorry, what
They're
did you
all
say, host?
projections of something, right?
Looking at what?
Yeah, all right, man. Come on, let's kick it. What you were saying, brother.
repeat that question.
There's a lot
Huh?
of truth in the chat, huh?
Uncle muted his mic.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. I'm pro-choice with it.
Yeah.
Anybody up here? Hey, y'all pro-life? Anybody pro-life?
Of course, bro.
Who said, of
Pro
course,
life?
defend your pro-life?
Truth hurts.
Now, huh?
Truth hurts. I said.
Truth hurts. You right, truth hurts. You was never lying. That's you up there, truth. Who's saying this?
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
Nah, that's
him.
not
Truth
me.
hurts one. Oh,
who got the music in the background?
That ain't me.
not me.
Who
Not
got the
me.
music?
This uncle.
That ain't true for the top neither. I don't know who that is.
But listen, guys. If let's say it's flat, let's say it's spherical. What about God? Let's
Like,
not
Well,
God
that's
focus
the
on
always
the
reason.
together.
form for a minute.
That's
Hey, they all working
that's the
Let's
together.
reason.
focusing on the shape of the planet for a minute, and let's talk about God.
It ain't me. Ain't me either. It's all
Which
four
God?
no's. It's four of
Which
y'all
Which
up
God?
here, but
God?
there ain't nobody. Yeah,
How
all
many
right.
gods
Yes,
are
good
there?
boy.
Well, according to your Bible, there's many. Every nation
You
has
said
a
my
God.
Bible. Listen, I ain't no religion.
I'm not
Don't you press.
Christian.
Don't push nothing on me, my boy.
Well, where does the word God come from, right? It's a Jamaic word,
Come
right?
from my father. Yeah, God. Hello.
Just means
Oh, hey,
authority,
you
right?
don't make it make
That's
sense
the
here
true
today.
meaning of
I'm
God.
pushing none of your religions on me over here, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
definitely
could
don't agree
call
with
him
religion
God. You
too.
could call him All Father. You could call him Allah. You could call him Yahweh. You could call him what you want. The name is not important. I'm asking you, what is the relevance between the geometric shape of where you live and the concept of God?
You're changing
What
your
is
question. You just said,
what?
let's talk about God.
Let
And
me
I
let
asked,
me answer that.
which
Let me
God?
answer that. Let me answer
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Let's
Let
go.
me answer that. Truth. This is truth be told on top. Let me answer the question. Cause y'all been talking, but ain't nothing make it answer. I
Exactly.
can explain that to you. I can explain it
Oh,
to you.
here we go.
The reason for them lying to you about the earth being a sphere is
See,
because it would take off of the significance of this plane that we're on.
how come?
Because if people would believe and understand that we were actually on a plane and that there were celestial beings above us,
Wait.
humans would be
Why
way more
is that
humble.
a given? Why is that a given?
Well, I
Hey,
can
listen,
prove it.
hey, brother.
I can prove it.
Truth. Truth. I'm
Yes,
looking
sir.
for people that's gonna come up here and oppose what I'm saying.
Oh, oppose.
You know,
Let me get
yeah.
out of here. Let me get out of
Some
here.
of them,
But but
not
but
on this your side.
but let me hit
I
you with
can't
a
see
few
your
things.
question,
Let me hit you with a
Mr.
few
Lost
things before I
Knowledge.
go.
What's your question on your page?
Hang on,
All
truth.
the
Hang on, I'm
people.
gonna let some other people up. We on the same page. I need people up here, that don't agree, that don't see it the same way. So what you want to say? Truth hurts. What you?
I was just asking, what is the relevance between our geometric shape we live on and the concept of God? Do they have anything to do with each other? Is there any importance between the two?
No. My father
No.
just created this place.
So if
I
if,
would
if you
I would
believe in
say
one
I would
God
say
and
yes.
but wait,
I
wait,
would
wait,
say
wait. If
yes.
you
He created it.
okay,
He
you'll
put
say.
his energy into it. That would be it. What? What else?
So
But
this
why
is
are we,
Uncle. I would say yes. I would say the two concepts of God and the earth being a sphere was taught by the same people that conquered this earth.
Yeah. So when you go ball up a ball of aluminum foil, that got like, is that the same as you, sir?
Are you talking to truth?
no? He's talking to
I'm
you.
talking to you.
Oh,
If you
my
go
bad.
ball up a ball of aluminum foil, is that you?
So what I'm talking about is I'm responding to truth. So in regards to God concepts and
You can't be
the
responding
earth
to
being a
him.
sphere,
You got to talk to
I
me.
w- I'm trying to figure out what's your question on top of your page. I can't see I just see the word choice is real. Is it the question or?
God is real, sir.
It says pro-choice. God is real.
He see
Oh,
it. What
okay.
you doing up
Pro-choice
here,
God
bro?
is real. No, I can't see the full page on your screen from my phone. That's why I was asking, what is the question on your page?
Okay, so sir, what's your, what would you like to speak
So I
upon?
would say, depending on what you mean by God, to me, God just means authority.
That's cool.
It's not some supernatural being. To me, I would say my father and mother are gods. Why? Because they're the teacher, they're the breeder, they're the ones that raised me. And then when I become a
Who
father,
created
I'll become a
humanity?
But
god to
that's your
my creation.
Who
subjective
created
opinion because they're
humanity?
not omnipotent.
One
They
So
second,
in
don't have the
sir.
regards to
qualities
humanity,
of
is an
God.
Wait.
agnostic. I have to be honest. I don't know who.
I'm gonna let everybody down. I'm going back one by one. So who
Wow.
created humanity?
Yeah, you let the guys go that were talking about that. This is
Incredible.
Issachar. What's going on, man?
Man. See, that's why people need to state their name when they be talking. Boy, I
Yeah.
tell you.
So
Hey, jump in the box.
yeah, so I was
I need
looking
an
at what you got
extra
behind you, and apart from God, right? I was looking at the picture you have behind you, and if you look at it, it has, of course, that to me, I agree that that's a computer generated model of the planet Earth by the NASA scientist or whoever's in charge of making these fake images. But if you look at the if you look at the space, the darkness, right? The space and the blackness of space. I think that it was recently discovered that that's called dark matter. Now, if you have the Earth, the picture up behind you, supposedly the Earth,
Mhm.
right? Well, it's a light, it's a ball of light. So what we're looking
brother.
at behind you is
This darkness
basically,
is the fallen angels that don't have no light that are concealed inside of the dome. The stars you see in the night that do have light are the ones that are divine, and they are making sure they don't escape.
yeah, that would make a lot of sense because just for the simple fact that being away from God is being in total darkness, right? And then the light beings, the would you consider Saturn and those other locations as those are called heavenly bodies? Um, there's a lot of words. It's basically a word game to be honest with it. And these words is basically using witchcraft and sorcery. For example, NASA, the word NASA, right? NASA. Well, before they launch a rocket, they say T minus 10, 9, 8. So when you subtract the T from the NASA, from the NASA, um, but if you add it on there, it would say the word Satan. It would equal out to Satan. So
Right, brother. But
NASA,
look,
NASA.
I'm looking for people that oppose what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's going
Oh,
against this. That's really
okay,
what
no,
I'm
man,
looking
I'm 100% with you, man, and I totally understand what you're trying to talk about, and these guys that are saying, well, you ain't saying nothing, or you don't. No, they just don't understand the complexity
for.
of
Yeah,
where
I
you're coming
understand that.
from. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
I don't
peace be
want to
upon
lose
you,
my
my brother.
people up here, so I cannot make them be forced to listen. I
Yeah,
want
that's
to
what it
hear
is.
the truth. That's all it is. But I'm gonna let you down, bro. I'm looking for people that oppose this. What's going on, man?
Okay, peace, fams. So I just want to respond. Do you want me to respond to your last question to me in
Yeah,
regard
my
to
last
creator
question was,
humanity?
yeah, who created humanity?
Okay, so to me personally, I believe that every culture has their story, right? I come from the South Pacific, and we have our own beginning story, and it starts from seven stars. Uh, that we traveled from these seven stars and landed on a small island called Manua, which is called Samoa today. So that's my story, that we traveled to these lands or this earth or this continent, and we populated our section of the earth. So we see Polynesia, Melanesia, Micronesia. Those people come from my ancestors. And when you
Yeah,
research
that
other cultures, they have their own, like for example, the Middle East.
what's
They have
your
stories of,
race?
sorry.
What's the race they claim you to be?
So Westerners call us Polynesians, Micronesians, and Melanesians, and we dwell in the South Pacific. So when they teach us we all come out of Africa, no, that's wrong, because our stories tell us we came from the stars and landed on the islands.
Right. You come from the custodians.
Yeah, the seven stars. We call them the seven
Ain't no
sisters.
seven stars. They come from the land beyond the ice walls. What you ain't no seven stars. You come from
Well, that's what
custodians.
our story
You are the
says. That's
custodian
what our story
creation.
says.
I know you're the custodian. That's what they wanted you to believe and know. They didn't want you to know the real truth behind it. This is where they come from. The so-called seven stars. Yeah, they talking about their little
Yeah,
country
I
within
got you.
all this and here that they claim to be capitals and all this other stuff. But yeah, man, these are ones that came over here and did their thing with, stole my semen and things
I
and
got you.
created.
I got you.
But yeah, and they created some more. But we can't get into too deep on that there right here. They're gonna
I don't
ban my
disagree
whole
with you.
stuff.
Because one of our cultures, which is what we call the Maori tribes, we have stories of dimensions. When our ancestors pass away, they go through the sea, right? And through the sea, they travel to different seas or destinations that aren't on this continent.
Exactly.
So, in regards to God, when I talk about God to me is not something that Christianity or Islam or all these
It
religions
can't be
that start today.
because you got to think about. I mean, man, it's crazy to kind of say this to you. I know it's kind of hard for you to take in, but you got to think about your creation. So it's not the
Yeah,
same.
and as I said, my creator is my parents, and their creator is their parents. It's like a generation thing, recycled.
I understand why you can see it that way, but you must understand why you see it that way. You can't go around and just explain that and tell that to everybody. Do you understand that?
It's not for
Because
everybody. It's
we
not for
are not
everybody.
from custodians. We are not from Anunnakis. We are not from the Draconians. We are the original. You dig and hear me, man? Humans. The real, official, 100%, nothing tampered with celestial beings. We're different. This is
And I
why
agree with you
they
100%.
put
That's why I
in all
said,
of y'all knowledge and history and proclaim. No, I can't go that way right now, but yeah.
but that's what I said. Every culture has their story, but for my culture, and I know me and you are different. We're not the same.
I mean, you different,
So
but at the
your
same
concept of
time, we
God is not the
are.
same as my
We're
God.
closer to being the same from what they did. You're
Of
going to make
course,
it into
of
the
course,
celestial lands. They're not
of
because they
course,
took they basically took something that was already created and
of
created a whole nother
course.
creation.
And we know that already. We know that.
So it's you okay, it's okay, but you got to still understand the whole background of you.
And slowly was starting to regain the information. But it's just
Right?
people need to wake up and start speaking. So we do have a lot of people in my culture seeing images or visions, but they're just too scared to speak out.
I
But it's
believe it.
slowly regaining. So there's a brother on here called Savage Ireland. He talks about it all the time that he's getting all these visions. So
But I'm not from that culture. I'm not a part of
I
y'all
understand.
bloodline. I'm,
I understand.
it's different. We are
I
one,
understand.
but
But
we're
we are
different
fighting
at
for
the
the same
same
thing,
time.
right? We are fighting for the same
Right.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
So I'm
course.
with you 100%.
Right. But put it this way, your creator's got to go.
Of course. Because we can't dwell together, right? Because one always has to be in power.
We don't need power. We
You need
empower
power for your
ourselves.
people. You need power for your people and yourself. I need power for my people and myself. Because if I allowed
Listen,
you to be my power, right, it
listen.
won't
You gotta
work because I'll be
understand.
under you now.
All right, listen.
So the
If that was
concept at
the
the end
case,
of
if
the
you wanted
day,
to put it that way, sir, there would not be no peace for your people because you was created for me. Do you understand that?
no, you're created for
You know
yourself.
that. No, you know that.
Are you
You
sure?
know the story. You say you know the story, so you know the real truth.
I know the story of my people.
Your people was created from me.
For who?
Literally stolen though. My DNA wasn't given; it was stolen, manipulated.
So what you're literally saying, right? What you're literally saying is that every culture was created to serve you. What makes you different from supremacy that's ruling
So
this country or this world today?
I just told you, my
That's why I
DNA
said it's better for
was
everybody to
stolen. Listen,
separate.
brother. Sir, listen. My DNA was stolen from me. It was stolen. You understand? Literally stolen. They went and did what they did with it. Basically, they went and took an animal's egg and inserted the semen into it, and it created a whole nother type of human. See, this so-called history line that they got written up and drawn up about a certain race and certain few people, it's really true, man, but it's just not everyone. This is the secret they don't want to come out and don't want everyone to learn nor know, because when everyone do, they gonna understand and start understanding how we are truly one, but what made us one and how and where everybody truly came from. This is why so
I'm
much
with you. I'm
confusion.
with, as I said, I'm with you to a point because separation to me is the only way peace can truly come.
There can be no separation because we literally are one. You come from me, I come from my Father God. So that means my essence is within you,
So,
and my
who is
Father
God
God
to
essence
you?
is in
If,
me,
if you don't mind me asking, who is God to you?
Father.
Who?
Go outside and look around. Anything you believe in or know, create a earth.
So, do you have a mother?
Yep.
Because cycle or life itself tell you you need a seed and a carrier.
I sure do have Mother God. Yeah. It's a difference when it comes to gods. They're godly, not human beings. That's why you don't understand and you're so confused and things. But you can't see air, but you know you're gonna breathe.
You can
So
see
don't worry,
air
the truth is here.
or you can't see air.
You can? Okay, yeah. Don't worry though, the truth is here. I'm gonna help you. Anything else you'd like
Yeah,
to
but
know, brother?
no, that's pretty much it. I just had to see pro-choice. So what's pro-choice to you?
Pro-choice is letting a woman have full control of her body as she should and supposed to.
So you can't control your woman?
Why would I want to control her? She has freedom of choice.
Like, let me give you an example, right? In society today, right, we either have man or female, right, that do the sneaky, go out and sleep with other men or other women. Would you allow that to happen if she has pro-choice?
It ain't gonna happen. I ain't worried about none of that. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's not a big deal over here. Believe that. That's all. You know.
So you're
And
fine
if I
with it,
catch
though.
you
That's what
doing
I'm
it,
asking. Are you
if
fine with
I
your
catch her
woman
doing any of that, she
sleeping
ain't
with
my
another
woman
man?
anyway. If I catch her doing any of that,
Oh,
she's not my woman. What do
but
you
you just said you allow her to do whatever she wants. So why are you?
Yeah, pro-choice. She can. Yeah, she has the right to choose or not. You understand? So if
So
your
you're
woman
fine with it?
running around and just listen, man, if your woman running around choosing on you, who or what's really the problem?
How? I'll sort that out. If I cheat on my woman, then she has every right to sort me out.
Nah, who's really the problem?
Where at the end of the day, we have to
Yeah,
come to the conclusion, right?
yeah, uh-huh.
But as I said, if it's pro-choice, because you're the one who said you'll let your woman make her own
Listen,
choices. So if she
yo,
chooses
buddy,
to sleep with another man, which happens, are you
like I just
fine with it?
said, she ain't my woman then. You dig? Do you understand? Because you know, I overstand, but I need you to understand.
So I guess you're not for pro-choice then.
I'm all the way for pro-choice. Boy, I don't know what's wrong with you. But listen, man, once again, you know, hopefully it don't fly over your head. But yeah, if she chooses to do the wrong during our relationship, she's no longer my woman then. Do you understand this here?
Of course, because now you have conditions. That's why I laugh at Christianity, right? They say that you can only have one wife. Yet King Solomon had 100 wives and so many concubines. But when a woman asks how many husbands she can have, a lot of religious people will say, no, you can only have one husband.
People can do and should be doing whatever they want. Period. Straight up.
That's what I said. Your reaction or your answer shows that you're not pro-choice.
It is showing I'm pro-choice. Your
No,
actions and
because
your
because
argument
I'm
showing you
rewording
ain't
what you said.
pro-choice. Because
I
you like,
asked you a question. Right?
right, and I answered it.
And
So
you
you're
said you'll
wrong.
let your woman do anything she wants.
No, I
So I
didn't. I
asked
said she has the choice to do good or wrong. Did I not? And if she do wrong, she's no longer my woman. Right?
which means you put a condition.
Boy. Listen, put it this way, man. Any woman that truly want to be with you, she ain't gonna do no wrong, bro. If she do wrong, she don't want to be with you. Do you get it
Which means
now?
you have
Now, are you following
restrictions.
now?
You
Are you
just put a
following?
restriction on her.
Sir, are you
You just put a
following?
restriction on her.
I ain't put a
I hear what
restriction.
you said.
Did you hear me?
I hear what you
All
said, but
right, then.
your pro-choice
That's
doesn't make sense.
once again, any woman that don't want to be with no man, she gonna go do what she wants to. If she do, she ain't doing nothing.
And you quoting the Father as your God shows me that you're raised up in cognitive mindset, because you're quoting like how
Yes,
Christianity,
you are.
my Father, what's in
My
heaven.
father,
You're
yes,
still in
God,
that
who
mindset.
created me through speaking me into
You don't
existence.
even know who created you.
My father, God, what are you talking about? Yeah, same person who created Earth.
How do you
You
know?
can,
How you
you
know that your God is a father?
because I do know. Just because you
You
don't know
don't
my
know.
father, God,
You're using
you
the
are a
concept of
creation of a spin-off
Christianity,
from
brother.
me. You know what
You're
I'm saying?
using
So you got
you're
so many
using the concept of
misbeliefs and so confused
Christianity,
in your head. Don't come at it trying to attack my father, you under dig, because I'm gonna attack you and go big crazy on you because I know the truth where you come from and where you reside. Yeah, so don't
You
play with
don't
me
even
over
know
here,
where
my
I'm
dude.
from.
What is
You
you
don't even
saying?
know where I
You
come
from
from.
me, literally. What you hollering? You from me in a monkey's egg. You want to
Monkey's
get
egg.
real? Let's play with it.
You sound like
Huh?
you
The
sound like one
custodians
of those
created you. My father God didn't make
what do
you.
you call it?
My father
Evolutionists.
God didn't make you. My father
You
God
sound
didn't
like an
make you. You know that.
evolutionist.
Sir, you know this. So why are you even up here trying to talk and say anything toward my father? What's wrong with you?
Well, you sound. I'm just saying you sound crazy. First you said
I'm a
monkey's egg.
warrior when
What the
it
hell's
comes
a
to my
monkey's
father,
egg?
as I'm supposed to be. You didn't? You know you did. Who created you, sir? You
I
want to
just
play
gave
with
you
me?
the
You want to
answer. My
talk about my
father and
father?
mother. It's
Who
called
created you,
sperm.
bruh? Yep.
My
Where'd
father.
it come from? Right, but where did your creation of humanity, of your bloodline and all your type come from?
I just told you. The seven sisters, which is in the solar system.
Right, the
But you're not
custodians.
listening.
That's beyond the ice
You,
wall.
you,
The
you think
custodians,
you
that's
know
beyond the
it all,
ice
but
wall. Ain't no
you're
stars that
trapped
fell to
in
the earth and created none of y'all.
Western
Ain't no
information.
stars fell to the earth and created any of y'all. Period. You was
You
literally
don't know that.
created in a laboratory.
You don't know
So what
that.
you getting at, bro?
Oh
You want
my
to play
gosh,
with it? Let's
created in a
play with it.
laboratory.
Yeah, you was straight
Laboratory.
up by the custodians through my
Custodians. Oh man.
genes and DNA
You sound
and
weird,
things. So
man.
what you
You
hollering?
sound weird.
You
You gotta
sound
stop
weird. You
drinking
don't
that
even know your
moonshine.
true history of where you come from, but you out here believing
I
what they
just
telling
told
you.
you,
You
but
ain't
you're not
doing no real
listening.
digging behind anything.
No. You're not
You
listening
talking
because you got
about
a
you
big
come
head.
from your parents. Make it make sense. Who created this whole everything then? Goofball?
Oh my gosh.
You don't know
You
because
just said you came from monkey's
your
egg. That's what you
bloodline
said.
only goes back to you're supposed to be stars. Them stars you claim that fell over. No, they came over from the damn ice walls from a whole nother land that they wasn't even supposed to come from and reside
Oh
over here
wow.
in. So what are you saying? Tell the real truth. How about that? Y'all know the truth too, and y'all keep it
You
hidden and
don't
tucked
even
off.
know
But
the
they told
truth.
you, and it's passed down through your whole history timeline of your nationality. You think I don't know, bro? Once again, I'm the truth.
The truth. You're crazy, man. You say you're pro-choice, but you won't let your
And
woman
prove
do
me
what she
wrong.
wants to do. You say
Bruh,
God
stop
is real,
playing.
and
You
you
keep
call him
coming
my
with this
father.
weak, same argument. Get up out of here. Somebody new can come up here. What's happening? Who want to come up next? Straight up. What's up, man? What's up? Don't be like the last guest. I'm just trying to have a casual, intelligent combo. Hey, you there? Carl. I don't know what's going on. Let's see, man.
Hello.
What's going
Can you
on?
hear me? What's
Yeah, I can
going
hear
on,
you,
man?
small. Not
Yeah,
much. What's
safe,
going on, man?
brother. Safe, brother. Yeah, man, I'm pro-choice. Okay, a woman's body is up to her
Hey,
what she does with her body.
you Muslim, so let's get to it. I know you want to bring up my father God. Come on.
Uh, yeah. So basically, I believe in Mother Earth. So the Earth is a living being. And she is known as Mother Earth. Like, how else can I explain it? So basically, yeah, I believe the Earth is alive, and humans are the product of Mother Earth, and we're here to serve her. She is the one true goddess. I don't believe in a Christian God because I'm Wiccan, so I believe in a goddess created this, not a god.
So you don't believe in heaven?
I don't believe in heaven or hell. They're Christian concepts. The devil, I don't believe in the devil because the devil and
That's
God.
cool. Okay.
So the devil
Listen.
and God, yeah, are Christian
Listen real quick.
concepts.
Hey, Smog,
Sorry,
listen. I got a response to
sorry,
what you
sorry,
just said. You did
sorry, bro.
straight like that. All false gods shall and will die. Anyway, what happens in my father, God's son, goes away to your proclaimed to be Mother Earth.
So I don't. So
Sir,
Jesus,
once
I believe in.
again, hey, answer the
Sorry.
question.
All right, all
What
right.
happens to your proclaimed and supposed to be Mother Earth, if my Father God's Son goes away, who's in the sky, and keep everything alive right here on Earth through his light, what will
Yeah, and
happen?
I'm going to answer it right now. I don't believe
So
in
you
God.
gonna
I don't
answer it
believe
or
in
you gotta go?
Jesus.
You gonna answer it
So
or you
that's
gotta
my.
go?
I answered it. I don't believe in
What?
God or Jesus.
Sir,
That's my
that ain't
answer.
answer. I said, answer my question, bro. You gotta go. Straight like that. I ain't
That is
playing
my
these games.
answer. All right, fair enough. See you later.
Bye. You on some
Bye.
fugazi. You ain't 100. I don't want nobody on my live that ain't 100. You can catch your cut, you under dig, take that with you and all that stuff. What happened? Yeah, he had no question because he knew his whole made up God died. Literally. That God is dead without my father's son. Period.
Hi. Down.
Are you over 18 years old?
Yes, I am.
I don't believe
Oh, Christmas tree! Oh, Christmas tree! Oh,
it. Yeah, knew it. I knew it. People is so mad. That's not fair. Stop playing, bruh. Christmas tree, yo. Christmas tree. Money, you up there, man? What's happening with it? I'm up here having fun with y'all. Y'all can't prove me wrong. Y'all, man, y'all supposed to be so intelligent. Y'all supposed to be so smart people. What's going on with y'all people, man? Come on now. Let's get it, though. Come on up here, bro. What you doing? Got my live glitching and thing. Did I bring you? I don't think I brought you up here. Let me see.
I think you should read the book called The Food of the Gods, and it's basically the search for the original tree of knowledge. And I think it's a mushroom, my man's. And the idea of God, sure, that's real for sure, but God
Oh,
itself,
yeah.
hmm,
Yeah, what?
that's debatable.
Another one. Sir, where did the Big Bang get his energy from?
I don't really care for that stuff. I'm just saying we can go both ways with it. We can
No,
go
we
both
can't.
ways
You
with it.
ain't trying to give. You ain't trying to be real. You don't want to answer the real questions that debunk
Where do you
your
think
fake
that? I mean,
God.
okay, so
Where did the big
where?
answer the question, bruh?
What? Okay, what's the question?
I just asked. Bye. Tired of you trolls, bro. On anything, keep it 100. Catch that cut, man. You dig? Yeah. What's happening, man? You don't
Hi.
believe in my father God or what?
Oh, I'm just back. I just don't want you to like disconnect me again because you think I'm boring or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of unfair to like disconnect people because you can't answer their questions. Um, but if you want to have like a real debate or like a real conversation, I'm up
Or
for
is
it.
there
I'm not
any
gonna give.
title or topic up here you would like to speak upon?
Okay, so let's talk about God. Then, do you pray?
I build a relationship through conversation with my Father's most highly ascended Son that resides over the region I live in at the time.
Okay. So you could have just said yes or whatever. Um, but yeah. So why do you pray? To just build a relationship or to ask for stuff?
I conversate.
What do you conversate about?
Hey, brother, my point of my life is to prove me wrong, not to come ask questions.
Okay, but
Prove me wrong.
the process. It's if you want to be like consequent and you want to be like truthful to accepting other
Do you
people's
want to?
opinions
Is
and
there any? Are you pro-choice?
yes, I'm pro-choice.
Okay. I believe in my. Do you believe in God?
No, I don't believe in God.
Okay. So where did the Big Bang get its energy from?
Sorry, what was that? You broke up.
Where did the Big Bang get its energy from?
Okay. Oh, I don't know where the Big Bang got its energy from. Do
Yeah,
you?
my father God. Yes, it wasn't no Big Bang actually. Truthfully,
Um.
created all this.
Okay, but so like the modern scientific theory for where the Big Bang came from is that it all expanded and the universe is expanding, and you're saying that it
You
comes
said
from
expanding. What's
a
expanding,
God, which I totally respect.
sir? You said
But
what's
you
expanding?
got to
Space,
understand that
sir. Stop talking. Are you talking about your space is
the
expanding?
universe
No, it's not. It takes your gravity in order for that
the
to be
universe is
happening.
expanding. Yes.
It takes your gravity in order for that to be happening. Your gravity doesn't exist. So,
What's your explanation for us staying to the ground?
electromagnetism. The Earth has a negative ground. Your body has a positive.
Okay, but electromagnetism works with metals. Uh, where's all this metal in my
Anything
in my
that's
body?
not magnetic just weighs more than air.
No, electromagnetism doesn't work like that. It's
I
magnetism for a
said
reason because
anything
it's
that
a
is
earth
not magnetic.
metal.
Listen, sir. Anything that's not magnetic, it just weighs more than air. That's why it falls. Are you understanding? And keep it 100.
Okay,
Everything that's here on
yeah,
Earth
but
is
that's
actually
circular reasoning.
magnetic to a
It still
certain
isn't.
extent.
You wanna replace gravity because you say gravity doesn't exist. So I'm gonna meet you there,
Never
but now
exists.
you've got to, you know, give something to replace gravity, and just saying that
Electromagnetism, sir. Your
something
gravity
to the
only exists
gravity
inside of a vacuum chamber.
no, you've got to replace gravity.
I just did.
Like,
What are
what is
you
the
doing?
force keeping us on the ground?
Just did, bro. You trolling.
No,
You
you.
trolling. I just told you. Electromagnetism. The Earth has a negative ground. Your body has a positive. You trolling me. Goodbye. Y'all don't make sense. Let's keep it 100. Let's get it really going, though. Keep it really, really, you dig? Straight like that. Man, keep asking the same question. Come on, bro. Earth has a negative ground. You have a positive. I said that. What are you doing? Let's keep it lit. Let's go. Let's roll it. Let's roll it. Go on up here, Scooney. Don't stay in the chat laughing at things. Don't make no excuses. You know you can't handle this. Yeah, Docker's delight. Come on up here, Scooney. Talk all that big talk. You don't get this work. Getting this work. Y'all getting handled, by a brother from the hood, though. You understand it, dig? Y'all supposed to be so smart from the suburbians. Can't handle none of this. Getting stepped on like nothing, though. Getting stepped on, man. Yeah, the real way, the only way. What you gonna do about it? Huh?
What's good?
Yeah. What's up
Uh,
with you, bro?
I was just gonna piggyback off the last topic. So you said the Earth has a negative charge, right?
Yeah.
So what keeps other negative charge things on Earth?
It just falls down, sir. And actually, everything is actually slightly magnetic, even plastic. Did you know that?
Not did, but I was just wondering. Like, obviously, there's other things that are negative
You
and
do get off
positive.
my line. You up here frauding and jaws, and then what are you like? What? How you gonna come on here and you know? I ain't got that's it. Y'all see this? I
Hey,
you
how's
already,
it going? How you doing?
you already know the whole answer to all. Okay, what are you
Hey,
doing?
um,
What's up?
uh, I, w- I was wondering what you felt about the fact that if you have water on your skin and it goes upside, your hand goes upside down and the water sticks to your skin. Basically, how does that work if it isn't gravity based?
My skin's absorbent. You know, my skin absorbs water.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you have some water that
And
isn't
if I got too much
absorbing,
water and I lift my arm up, it'll roll straight down.
right? But if the water is sticking to you, if there's many microparticles of water sticking to you, is there any thought that is a gravitational force in a way?
Oh
Because you
no,
talk of electromagnetism, but sorry, go ahead.
your body give off its own little energy field of things. You know what I'm saying? But at
Correct.
the same time, you dig water. Yeah, pay attention. Electricity flows through water. You know that?
Yes,
Of course
absolutely.
you do. We all know that. So yeah, them little molecules of water that you are proclaiming and trying to hang on to, they sticking to me through that way. Right there, man.
But if water is circular in general, like it holds a circular
It's not.
shape.
No, it don't. It only holds a flat surface.
It
Only time
if you
water
look at a
looks cir-
water
only time
droplet,
water looks circular, sir, is on water pellet surfaces.
if
Water
correct,
repellent. That's it.
yes.
Other than that, no, it don't. It's always
So if an
flat.
item is, but if an item is water repellent, if the item is water repellent and
That's
it's
not an
creating a
argument you
circular
can stand on.
surface,
That's not an
then
argument you can stand on, sir. It's not an argument you can stand on. That's not even nothing solid that can be stood on. With like what? You
I was
talking
going with
about?
water. If water is a circular surface, then you can
Right, you're
tell
talking
that it's
about water
holding to
sitting
a
on,
spherical item.
but you're talking about water sitting on a water repellent surface.
Right.
You gotta go. Make it make sense today, or you gotta catch that cut, man. With that, what are you gonna do? What do you expect the water to do? It's sitting on top of water repellent. Grouper, what's happening?
Hi, I'm back again. You just dropped me. So I don't.
You right. Anybody else want to jump in the box, man? You know what I'm talking about? I want to talk about this here in any type of way. You're free to believe that. Period. Yeah. No, my skin don't repel no water. I don't know what these people talking about. Uh, I allow anybody to talk. You wasn't saying nothing, Beetlejuice. You're talking about water repellent. That ain't. You're not making no point, no statement, no argument with that. Nothing. You know. Come prove me wrong. I'm pro-choice. Yeah, man. My Father God is all the way real, straight like that. If you don't believe in Him, that's your choice and on you. But I will prove you wrong. Period. Right here, though. Yeah, bet you that. Straight like that. Because we going to talk about the real and not what you want to just talk about, the bull crap behind it all. No, we going to talk about the real, what should and need to be talked about. Not everything everybody keep running behind and running from. They don't want to talk about what's really going on. They just want to keep talking about what these people want them to talk about, what's being pushed in their face, what they being showed, and yeah, being circled around all day, but they ain't thinking about it in a real way. Like, hold on, what's really going on over here, man? Why do they keep showing us nonsense? What are they doing behind our backs and things? Gotta figure it out. All you negative, nonsense, bad energy people, get off my live. I don't want you here. Period. You and your bad energy is denounced. You can leave. Cause ain't nobody came up here with a reasonable argument that's worth even speaking or talking upon. I mean, everybody that came up here was just saying nonsense. Nobody came up here saying anything worth anybody on this live worth listening to. Period. They ears did not need to tune into any of that nonsense. Yes, I'm saying real spit. You don't have to, yeah, believe it. That's your choice. You have freedom of choice. Yes, you've been given it. But everything I'm talking about is all 100 up here. Can't one man prove me wrong. Bet you that, though. Bet. Safe word. Safe world. Oh, safe word. Juicy fruit is flat. Still alive. Yeah, man. I had to end it and come on back with it. Period. No, there's nothing you can try, bro. You're not getting nowhere. Prove yourself right. I am right. Prove me wrong. That's the point. Make it make sense. What are you proving? My Father God exists? Yeah. Huh? Yeah. all the way believe in my Father God. Just because you don't be mad, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where do you get your proof? It's all around you. Open your eyes. Period. I haven't been wrong about anything. Come up here and prove it then. Y'all just talking, throwing all this word salad, but y'all ain't proving nothing. All these keyboard warriors thinking they tough and stuff, but can't come up here and use that their voice box that my Father created for them and putting them and reside still in them to this day. Yeah, alright, man. Yeah, y'all talking about Jesus and things. Yeah, keep talking about Jesus. Revelations 22:16. Jesus say he's Lucifer. But you want to keep ignoring and running behind him, umping up and boosting that book and stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. The same people want to keep coming back with no argument. Let me see what you got to say now, bro. If you don't got nothing good to say, why you back, man? What's up with it? Sir, don't ask me questions. Pick a topic. No, that's weak on your point. You have no argument. So what are you up here for? You're not opposing nothing. You have no argument. Oppose me. That's the point. Okay, so are you pro-choice? Sir, don't ask a question. That ain't what you do. Oppose me. You present your argument of what you believe, and then I present mine. Do you not know how this go? I already have, bro, plenty of times. The magma in the earth has elements within it. Them elements are mixing, spinning, grinding one up against one another. You know, I'm going off the magma. We got to do. What happened? Did you leave? Oh, he cut. Yeah, because he just got debunked by that right there. You say, wait, hold on. What? Yeah. Catch that cut, my boy. You know what I'm talking about? Ah, he knew what it was. There's no magma. Oh, so we don't have volcanoes? Boy, you sound like, look, you embarrassing yourself. Boy, just embarrass yourself. You are extremely dense, sir. Yes, you are. Yes. Why you run if it's all cat? You cat. You gonna run and then post that. You big cat, boy. Talking about yourself like that. That is sad, sir. That is sad. No, I don't believe in that fake Big Bang. Big Bang is nothing. I don't mean anything. Why would you? What's the point of running and coming back? What you call it? Okay, right. I'm gonna make sure my hands are right here so everybody can see. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't say any of that. I said the magma in the earth is giving us are static electricity and magnetism, you to dig me, which gives the Earth its electromagnetic field, which stretches beneath the Earth's surface like tree roots. The Earth has a negative ground, our body has a positive. This is how we stay grounded, period. Gravity don't exist. The Big Bang don't exist. That's why they don't know where the energy came from. It's made up. Yeah, it don't exist. My father created Earth like painting a picture. Yeah, I was just asking where did he get his energy from to debunk it, make it make sense. Once again, y'all see he ran. Don't make no sense, man. Sheesh. Lord seen, yes, you do, sir. You do need a brain scan because you are just brainwashed by everything them people are teaching you and saying. Y'all can't hear him? Okay, well, he won't come up no more. Don't know what he got going on because I don't even see his box popping up. Don't come back on my live, bro. Appreciate you. Can't hear him both times. Don't worry, he ain't coming back. Believe that. Just trying to make my live look bad. I know what he doing. Period. Yeah. Anybody else want to hop up in here? Might get up in this box. It's free. It's, yeah, no. Hey, free of charge. You can do your thing. Hey, Mugu, you just got exposed. Literally. I advise you to move on. Yeah, this whole chat may attack you, my guy. Because, yeah, you literally exposed yourself. They couldn't even hear you. And you was up here trying to act like you wasn't doing this and that, saying that and this, and you about that. Boy, you is a fraud, fake, big time. That's sad, man. Get kicked, he said. Nah, man. Grouper, you ain't gotta be scared, but you just gotta make truth behind it. You know what I'm saying? You keep asking the same question. Don't have time for any of that. Gotta make it make sense all the way. Seriously. Anybody else out there that wanna hop in the box? Yeah, I'm pro-choice with it. My father God all the way real. You don't believe it? Come on up here and try to, get at me about it then. Period. I'm not letting you back up here, Grouper. I don't want to speak to you. No disrespect, sir. But no. Now you don't make no sense. You believe in the sun and the moon is local. It's not our. Yeah, I believe it's local. It ain't no space. Space don't exist. What are you talking about? They've never made it through the Van Allen belt. So where'd they go? I just want to know. You know, and all this stuff they try to teach and tell us about. Oh yeah, it's all fake, y'all. Big time. Big, 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 big time. You dig? Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, can't forget about the blimps and things. They stuck. Oh, why is my pictures coming out so damn zoom? What do they? Okay, I'm gonna play with me. Okay. Huh. Okay. Okay. They want to keep lying to us, keeping everything hidden. That should be right here talking. We should know about things, huh? Yeah. All right. Mm. Yeah. Once again, the Wi-Fi is old. It ain't nothing new though. Period. Anybody that want to talk about this here and you don't think it's real, you can come on up here. Yeah. Yeah, they lucky they took this away. Ooh wee. Electromagnetic cannon from 1930. Sheesh. Yeah, they lucky they took that away. Yeah, how old are you? Hey, can y'all hear her? I can't even see your box. What are y'all doing in my live? Hey, how old are you? No, you ain't. No. Get off my live. Get off my live. Bro, I can't even see your box. Get off my live, bro. Can't even see your box. Get off my live. I gotta restart, y'all. I'll be back. These people done did something, you know what I'm talking about? Gosh, bro. Why you always gotta do this stuff? Huh? Why y'all just can't be 100 with it? Come on up here. Just be real. I'll be back, y'all. I'm gonna go on and end this. Yeah, big hack. Like, what? You're allowed to be 13, not on this live. Tell you that. Hmm. I do know what I'm doing, Michelle. How about you come on up here, Michelle? You always in the box. I mean, on my live, my chat box. But never jump up here to talk. You are one heck of a troll, man. For real. I'm gonna be right back, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, shoot me a follow if y'all want to. It don't matter. I'm starting to get a little tired. This is why I'm getting a little grouchy. This is how I be when I get tired, man. I gotta get to my sleep, But it's okay though. Yeah. We all get it like this a little bit when we get tired. I'll be right back. I got a little more in me. We can keep it going for a little bit more.